loving the hood. We are come from a color food. We up to no bad, we up to no good. Oh my god, am I live or what? Okay, it seems I've gone through. Even though I look terrible, I look horrifying. Oh my god. I look pale, you know, and I don't appreciate the feeling of looking pale now. I look like Mutai, you know. Kishabahala Enkari joke. I look a little bit like a joker. Oh my god. Today, today I have a bit of content that I can, there's always content I can react to, right? There's Charlie, there's Asmon Gold, and Zach. You know, recently I was asking to myself, who has a similar rivalry to, like, Asmon Gold and, how's this guy? Hassan Abi. Yeah, I was asking myself, between Hassan and Aspen Gold, who has a similar and yet gives us the same vibe beef, you know? And I thought, was it XQC and Kai Cenat? It's something like that, right? There's no way these guys are in the same level in any shape or form. I feel like today, can I increase my bite rate? I don't know, man. I really, really don't know. Let's try 3.5. I'm not sure. Maybe the quality is better. Maybe I'm reaching it. It's okay. So yeah, man. Besides Asman Gold and who this is? Asman Gold and Hassan Abi. I feel like there's a very, very high possibility of what again? Whatever. I just need content to react to. Drama. Oh my god. The Nima drama is crazy, dog. Like, I need to search this up. You know, the Neymar situation is really, really insane because there's a news agency I usually watch. What's this? First post. Let's say Neymar first post. So in this first post, they talk about the lavish lifestyle of Neymar and how it's affecting him. It's a fair post, yeah. First post. So they talk about the lavish lifestyle that Neymar is living and how it's hurting Brazil, you know. So the craziest thing is that everyone in Brazil came in a helicopter. But to the media, it's only Neymar that came with a private helicopter, which is affecting him and the team. But when I was going through another video yesterday, I remember I was live when I saw that video. I remember seeing everybody arrive in planes, you know, especially your Casemiro, who's this? All the players you can think of, right? So I'm just shocked as to where does this narrative come from when it's Neymar. But it just shows that when you're a heavy hitter, man, like we're going to react to this one. This is going to be very, very interesting. This is really interesting, man. You know? And also, it seems Ronaldo is involved in the broadcasting of the World Cup. I don't know how we got into that point or into that situation, but yeah, man. It seems Ronaldo bought broadcasting rights for Brazil or for a certain Brazilian channel, the channel that's famous for being the ones who broadcast FIFA World Cup games for free on YouTube. You know? So that's a dream, especially for us as streamers, man. If there is really a website or a channel in YouTube that can maybe help us out in that sense or in that manner, man, I feel like it would be a really, really huge game changer. It would be something out of the blue, you know? So with Ronaldo, man, I always knew that he was a copywriting or a licensing specialist, you know, because that's the reason why Real Madrid sold Cristiano Ronaldo. It's because of his rights and his licenses, you know, everything. So Cristiano Ronaldo acquiring the broadcasting rights for the World Cup, it's not a shocking move for me. It's quite expected, you know. So it's really crazy, man, when it comes to Neymar, man. Like I feel like it's in the same sense as Kylian Mbappe. There's someone in the chat. I feel like it's the same way as Mbappe. And so what up, boy? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. What up, boy? So this Neymar situation, man, is crazy because the other side is saying that Neymar is out with a calf injury. The other side is saying that Neymar excited for the World Cup. Dog, I'm really excited. I don't wanna lie. You know, the fever has begun, man. I just hope it's going to be a very good World Cup. I need to check on Kevin De Bruyne and his status. Because the only players I'm worried about when it comes to the World Cup, it's only Neymar and Kevin De Bruyne. Those guys are injury prone, man. And when they're in top form, they play good football, man. They really do, you know. So how has it been? Are you getting better at so? South Africa are gonna at least be second, I'm sure. Nah, dog. I feel like history is going to repeat itself once again, you know? Let's check here World Cup group stages. World Cup group stages. Second for South Africa, I don't think it's possible. Especially with South Korea. You know, so these are going to be really tough games, man. They are going to be tough games. And I see draws if not straight losses. You know, we can at least beat Czech, but I feel like each and everyone in this group is going to be putting belt to us when it comes to Czech Republic. You know, so I'm really hoping that we can beat Mexico, man. I feel like Morocco are gonna top their group. Nah, dog. Even if Morocco had what group stage is Morocco in? Hmm. Oh my God, you get Brazil first on the get-go. What? You guys get to play Brazil off the bat? Nah, that's insane. You guys are going to be the testament of the entire World Cup. Nah, you're not topping this group, man. You're not topping this group. You might top it. Nah, you're not. Because I feel like it's 3 wins for Brazil, if not a draw with Morocco. Not to tease you guys or anything. Yeah, but we beat Brazil last year. Mm-hmm. But this year's Brazil is different, dog. You know, you gotta remember the coach, the players that are involved. I know we are not scared of Vinicius Jr., you know, but when I think of Rafinha, when I think of Enrique, when I think of Cunha, you know, I just go crazy, man. So Group C is going to be interesting, I don't wanna lie. How did Haiti make it to the World Cup? You beat them 2-0. Now that's a generational beatdown, man. Group E, Ivory Coast qualifies easy. Group F, it's Netherlands and Japan. Group G is Belgium and Egypt. Yeah, Group H, it's Spain and Uruguay or Saudi Arabia. Between those three. Cape Verde, I'm sorry. Yeah, here it's oh my god, Haaland is going to have a very important game. This will be one of Haaland's most important games ever because Senegal is a physical team, and when it comes to physique, I don't think there's anyone that's above Haaland in the World Cup. But not everyone in Norway has the same physicality as Haaland. I believe Haaland can keep up with Senegal players, but anyone else, I'm not so sure, man. It's some stickers that we collect and stick them to our album. And the World Cup. Nah, dog. I know that the World Cup is yours. That's why I'm saying, like, the most interesting teams for the World Cup in Africa, it has to be Morocco and it's Morocco and Senegal. Because those two teams they always show up, man. So this is going to be a very important game for Africa. Senegal versus Norway. I really can't miss that one. And then Argentina, they're cruising nicely. Algeria needs to clutch this one. They can't lose here. And then Group K, Portugal, Congo. Here it's Portugal and Colombia. No question. The DRC, I'm sorry, guys. Group L. Oh, Group L is going to be interesting. I almost finished South Africa's team. Nah, what do you mean? Because if that's a tease, you gotta clear things up. But let's get into this and the drama in the first post, man. Because this is just outlandish, dog. Like they flat out. This is misinterpretation or this is misrepresentation of news or misleading of. They are misleading their viewers, thinking people won't know what happens to him. So this is a video by First Post. Is Neymar's flashy lifestyle hurting Brazil? World Cup 2026 First Post with Rupi. Let's hear what Rupi says about Neymar. Yeah. This is crazy, dog. Like, sometimes being rich and being
Neymar's World Cup arrival was
sometimes being rich and being on top of your field is not the best thing you can get.
Neymar's World Cup arrival was supposed to make all the headlines, and it did.
Yeah, it did.
Perhaps
We are
not
all
the way
happy,
He
man.
would have liked or wanted it to.
What did he do
Because
now?
while the Brazilian squad arrived at training camp ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Neymar made a grand entrance.
Listen to
in his
this.
private helicopter.
Neymar made a grand entrance.
Very,
You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. I swear. I swear. You cannot make stuff like this up, man. Like, these guys said that they put up a script for this presenter and they were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and explain how Neymar's lavish lifestyle affects the entirety of Brazil.
Neymar's World Cup arrival was supposed to make Neymar's World Cup arrival was supposed to make all the headlines, and it did.
Yes, it
But
did.
perhaps not in the way he would have liked or wanted it to.
What do you
Because
mean?
while the Brazilian squad arrived at training camp ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Neymar made a grand entrance.
A grand
in his
entrance.
private helicopter.
Private.
Flashy, expensive.
Private
very,
helicopter.
very Neymar. But there was one.
Okay,
major
that's
problem.
more like
After
him,
the
I don't wanna
dramatic
lie.
Arrival, Neymar didn't even train because of injury concerns, and so.
Oh, they might be
this
right.
raised uncomfortable questions that
They
people
might
to
be
ask,
right.
has
I don't
Neymar
know
become
because
bigger
the
than
chopper it
what
looks like a
is
Neymar
this
chopper,
obsession with
but
celebrities
I'm
spectacle?
certain, I'm very certain that everyone in the Brazilian national team arrived to the training camp with private helicopters or with helicopters.
One of the biggest
These guys are
reasons
that
why
rich, man.
football's most gifted, modern superstar never truly fulfilled his destiny.
Oh,
This is not the first time
Neymar's
Neymar's
destiny
lifestyle
is tied to his lifestyle. Okay, we don't disagree with that. But how is Neymar's greatness like undermined by his lifestyle? This man can go out partying and be the best player in the morning. What's going on?
attention. In fact, it has almost become part of his football identity.
Yeah, it
During his
is.
stay at Santos earlier this year, Neymar openly flaunted his luxury collection. We are not talking about ordinary millionaire athlete purchases here. We're talking superhero level extravagance. A replica of the Batmobile ripped off from the Dark
Oh
Knight
my
franchise
days.
worth nearly $1.5 million.
Now this is enough to make the masses go crazy, man. What is Neymar doing? What is this, dog? Nah, I feel like the boy was just announcing here that he's back home, man, and there's nothing else, you know. Unlike the life in Europe, it's not that expensive in Brazil, you know. When it comes to Brazil, Neymar is not rich. He's not just rich. He's super super duper rich, you know. So this might be like dramatic, but I feel like it's deserved. Do they know Cristiano Ronaldo? Have they met the GOAT Ronaldo and how he spends?
Batmobile ripped off from the Dark Knight franchise worth nearly $1.5 million.
Oh my
A
god.
private jet reportedly valued at $47 million with Neymar's initials engraved on it. How about that? And an Airbus.
That's really lavish.
145
I'm sorry if I
helicopter worth
judged
over
them.
$9 million.
Oh my god. Look at him and all his glory. Oh man, this guy worked hard, man. Like, oh, come on. If he doesn't deserve a Batmobile, a private helicopter, and a private jet, what else does this guy deserve? Because this man is a brand ambassador of Puma. I feel like he also has his own label under Puma, you know. So this man, he gotta be rich. They bought this guy for 200 milli. When they bought Neymar Jr., it was 200 million, and it's way then back then 200 million. It's not like 2026 to 200 million. No, this man was transferred to PSG. I don't know when. You know, so let the boy rest, man. Nah, this looks clean. In fact, it looks sick, man. You know, the Batmobile is not that sharp, but the chopper and the jet, come
Look,
on,
everyone
man.
loves a good flex.
Okay,
But it didn't stop here.
what
At one
happened
point
then?
earlier this year, Neymar even flew his Santos teammates to an away match in Argentina aboard his private jet.
Yeah. That's what a leader's supposed to do, man. If you have something, you gotta provide, right? I don't understand, man. So the entire team was supposed to walk to.
Now, yes, technically, there's nothing wrong with any of this. He earned his money and
Yeah.
he's built his brand with it. Elite athletes across sports enjoy luxurious lifestyles.
Yeah.
That's not the real issue here. The real question is something that goes far deeper.
What?
message does it send when the superstar constantly looks separate from the group? Because football, more than almost any
Yeah,
global
is a team
sport through
sport.
the world, survives on collective identity.
Yeah.
And the greatest dressing
That's
rooms
true.
often function on shared sacrifice. Take India's superstar cricketer Virat Kohli, for example. Kohli
How
is
does
arguably
he-
the biggest icon.
How does Kohli and Neymar? How can you say those two names in one sentence? Okay, I understand that they are both goats, but they are both goats in different sports and in different perspectives. Neymar is the junior, is the Jordan of
The
Puma.
money, the fame, his endorsements, the celebrity status. He has everything. But when he returned to play domestic cricket for his Delhi side in the Ranji Trophy, he
Yeah.
travelled with the squad, ate with his teammates in the canteen, blended with the group, and
Yeah.
got into that group environment.
Not
His
everyone
message
is
was
like
clear.
him, man.
He was part of his state team. And perhaps that is where Neymar's story starts becoming complicated because nobody questions his talent. At his peak, Neymar was breathtaking. The natural heir to Brazil's.
This woman just said at his peak, Neymar was breathtaking. It's like saying that you can beat Ronaldinho with football right now. Ronaldinho is still the GOAT even today. Neymar can still play football better than any player in the world, even today, even with an injury. Like, if Neymar persists on playing through his injury, through this World Cup, he's going to have the best World Cup ever.
Legacy after Ronaldinho, the player many believed would dominate world football after Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. But somewhere along the journey, the football sometimes felt secondary to the spectacle outside of it.
Yeah.
Injuries, parties, the celebrity culture, flashy headlines. At times,
Man.
Neymar's career has felt more
That
like
sucks.
a
I don't
celebrity
wanna lie.
documentary than a football dynasty.
Yeah.
And that is what frustrates fans the most.
I confess I don't like that he's going. I don't think he has shown this season the kind of performance that would earn him a place there.
Was under pressure to call him up, and he did it by leaving out other players who deserved it more.
Like who, man?
I think there was a big show in the presentation of the squad yesterday. If you see the other 48 countries, only Brazil did this nonsense, if I'm not wrong.
All of this
What
just
kind of nonsense?
increases the sense of polarity or polarizing thoughts that Neymar ends up spurring amongst fans, and especially Brazilian fans. The ability was always there, but discipline, consistency, and of course, leadership. This
Okay, the thing is, when it comes to a World Cup, it's a place whereby the best footballers in the world meet. It's not just about who had the best season or what. It's about what you can bring in the next 14 games. We are not talking about a seasonal play or what. We just want players who can be the best for 14 games and bring back the biggest national trophy there is in this world.
Brazil squad is entering another World Cup carrying enormous expectations. The country has been desperate to reclaim its football glory.
The previous squad with Richarlison, was Neymar there? I don't think Neymar was there.
Over 2 decades.
Was he?
They need focus, unity, and emotional stability. No distractions. But when your biggest star arrives separately in a helicopter only to miss training due to an injury, people naturally begin questioning priorities here. Fans
It becomes
forget
tricky, man.
ego and even controversies, but they rarely forgive the feeling that the individual here matters more than the badge. And that perception has followed Neymar throughout his career, which is what we're trying to say here. Maybe that is the tragedy of Neymar's career. Perhaps this helicopter arrival is just another harmless superstar moment. Or perhaps it perfectly captures Neymar's entire career. Brilliant, spectacular, attention-grabbing, but somehow disconnected from the grounded simplicity that often defines true, legendary athletes.
Hi, I'm Ozzy Vine.
I don't understand any of this. I feel like, this is done.
And in this
complex power struggles.
Yeah, this is done. That's crazy though, the fact that they came with that angle, attacking Neymar, it's just, I don't know, man. That angle, especially that angle, let's say Brazil arrives for World Cup. The Brazilian national team arrives for the World Cup. What am I doing? Brazil arrives for training camp, yeah. Let's see the arrival of the Brazilian players. I don't know if it will be shown. Neymar arrives late at Brazil training camp as World Cup begins. Yeah, I don't feel like it's here. Brazil arrives for training camp in helicopter. Maybe that would be more. Neymar arrives by helicopter for his first training with Santos. This man is living the life. Okay, I feel like there's no information on that. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's it. Nisak, what up, Nisak? The goat, man. It's been a while, it's been a minute. I don't wanna lie, it's been a minute. Oh man, today it's the Champions League final. Oh, come on. Ah, like Arsenal has one game to win this game, to win this, and I don't feel like I can trust them enough. I am sorry. Let's check on Kevin De Bruyne. Is Kevin De Bruyne okay, Is Kevin De Bruyne okay? How are you, Nisak? It's been a minute. Kevin De Bruyne, if Kevin De Bruyne and Neymar are fit for the World Cup, man. Yo, why is Napoli not utilizing Kevin De Bruyne's star power? Like, there's no video of Kevin De Bruyne from Napoli. Nothing. Nothing. You know? Kevin De Bruyne, Napoli. I feel like this is very important, man. Okay, let me just check Belgium's Belgium FIFA World Cup squad. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I just thought of something terrifying. I just thought of something terrifying. Holy crap. Because the problem is that Jeremy Doku is going to replace Hazard perfectly in Belgium. Jeremy Doku is one of the biggest things that they've been waiting for. Like, man, Kevin De Bruyne is going SS Napoli. Okay, I don't know the other players who are going with him. It's Excel and Amado. So there are two Premier League players, one former Premier League player and Serie A league player, and someone from the La Liga PVP. Club Brugge is from, where is Club Brugge from? It's a Belgium league. Oh, so this is someone who plays in the National League. Okay, understandable. Understandable. Okay, forwards, Jeremy Doku, Man City. Alexis, Magas, whatever, Romelu Lukaku, SSC Napoli. Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne are both playing for Napoli. Dodi, Benfica, Arsenal, or Atalanta, AC Milan. Oh my god. This is going to be a very, very tough game. But as long as Kevin De Bruyne is going to the World Cup, I'm okay, man. I have no problem. But it's been how long? I feel like I've streamed enough. Is it enough? I am not sure. but there's nothing for me to watch. Even if I do. Hello, sir. How are you? Hello, good sir. Hello. Nice to have you here. We like to see you. Though I think you are new. I feel like this is the first time. Oh man, the power of the almighty refresh. The power of the almighty refresh put, man, you know. So this is going to be 59 minutes. It's going to be way long. Hello. It's hot in Haiti. You are in Haiti right now, man. We were just talking about your nation. Crazy, right? Where are you, Haiti? Y'all are cooked. I understand that right now is hot. Wait until the World Cup and you'll understand how hot it is. You know? You are in a group stage with Brazil, Morocco, and Scotland. Oh man, this is not going to be easy for y'all. Like, I feel for you as a country because these two games are going to be really hard. They're going to demand your life, you know. The only way you guys can clutch it in the group stages is by drawing with Brazil and Morocco, and then you beat Scotland. I don't watch soccer or football. Yeah, it's understandable, man. But you will be forced to watch it really soon. But if you're not a sports fan, what do you watch, man? It is just nostalgic that we were just talking about Haiti and then you play. How are you? Okay, what am I doing? So 13-year-old realizes his twin brother just killed someone. Dr. Insanity. Okay, let's find out. I'm sure this is a story from America. Are you from the Caribbean? Nah, I'm not from the Caribbean. I'm from Africa.
What's the editing?
I'm straight up African. G.
What do you guys suspect or what do you guys know about what happened?
Police are speaking with 13-year-old Hunter
That's
and his twin
really
brother
creepy.
Levi. And while they appear clueless now,
That's
one
really
of them
creepy.
has just committed a gruesome murder.
Oh my
We
god.
need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department.
I don't know what's going on.
Why is this man smiling?
As the weeks-long investigation continues, detectives discover that these are no ordinary boys. One of them has spent years obsessively researching serial killers like Ted Bundy.
No
now
way.
he believes he's executed the perfect murder and can outsmart police.
He thought he
But
could
a
get away
series
with
of
murder.
childish mistakes would cause his violent fantasies to slowly come to light, leaving his family and the entire town in utter shock as the monster they feared
my.
turns out to be a 13-year-old boy.
Find that fool. Yes. And he needs to die.
Oh my.
There has to be someone who brought it
He
up.
needs to die is a very strong statement. It's really strong.
There's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
Nah, this man is enjoying himself. I already know who the killer is.
It's 2
and I
a.m.
just
in the
watched
small
this video.
village of Fairfax, Ohio, and tonight a 13-year-old
Only
boy
in
decides
America you will
this
witness
is the
something
night
like this,
he
man.
becomes a serial killer. For years, he's been obsessed with true crime content, and with his family preparing to move away
It
the
is an
following
interesting
week, he's
concept.
finally ready to put everything he's
I don't wanna
learned
lie.
into action. At 2:30 a.m., he slips out of his house and walks less than 10 feet to his neighbor's house next door.
A
Once
neighbor!
inside, the 13-year-old puts on a pair of gloves, something he learned on YouTube that would prevent him from leaving behind his DNA. He moves silently through the house before approaching the
neighbor,
bedroom
though.
of an elderly woman. At 2:40,
An
he
elderly
begins
woman.
strangling her.
You know, like, neighbor, elderly woman, strangle her in the same sentence. It's something you will never think you are going to hear. Neighbor, neighbor strangle elderly. Like, I can't wrap my head
But
around that,
despite
man.
months of preparation, he quickly realizes this will be far more difficult than he expected.
I
Because
really
when the
hope
woman wakes
it
up,
become...
she fights back, punching and brutally scratching the boy's face. But just minutes later, the woman is dead, killed at the hands of a little boy. At 3:15 a.m., he's back in his own bed, as if nothing ever happened.
Was that the image taken the day?
11 a.m. on a
You
Sunday.
subbed, W
Many
subbed,
Fairfax
man.
residents are returning home from church when the Fairfax police receive a 911 call, unlike anything they've heard in years.
911, what's location of your emergency?
3919 Germania. I think my sister's might have been murdered.
Oh man.
It might be some blood.
And raped.
She did not respond when I yelled
And
at her.
raped.
Alright, sir, I have
Shout out for the sub, man.
okay? You know that
Yo,
you
Rand.
might want to
Shout
call
out.
her or anything like that?
Absolutely nobody.
On the line is 61-year-old Daryl Tenpenny, insisting his sister had been murdered, something almost unheard of in this area.
Imagine the
Moments later,
bone-chilling
first responders arrive at the house, unaware they're not
something wrong
only walking
happened.
into a carefully staged crime scene, but that the killer is still nearby, watching police's every move.
He's watching everything.
Yeah, we'll get it out. We'll do confirmation
He's just
stuff here.
sitting there watching everything happen.
I don't know. He believes that she's been murdered, so...
Rape and murdered.
It's always been on since I hit my lights.
Oh man. I swear, sins in America are not the same as everywhere else.
Just try to touch as least as you guys can. Do what you guys gotta do.
Yeah, no. So you have blood. Did he cover her up?
I don't know. The dispatch said that he found her with a pillow over top of her. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Peroxide and cleaning chemicals? That's different. A lot of cleaning chemicals.
Pepto-Bismol.
She drank it?
I don't know.
Well, let me go.
Why would she drink something like that?
Oh,
That's crazy.
On the bed lies 64-year-old Sheila Tenpenny, partially clothed and deceased for what appears to have been several hours. As officers continue to inspect the house, they notice nothing appears to be stolen, supporting their working theory that Sheila may have taken her own life. And with that assumption comes the first accidental success for the 13-year-old killer, convincing him he's already outsmarted the police.
If she
However,
didn't fight back,
what
it would have
officers
been an
spot
easy
next
close
would flip
shot
this theory
case,
upside
man.
down.
But she fought back really hard.
It's a female DOA on Germania.
Is that real blood? It's ketchup. Nah, dog, it's not ketchup. How can you, how can you say it's ketchup, dog? Nah. Someone died. We're going to be respectful. We're not going to turn this into a laughing matter, okay? Please.
Splatter around the bed. The guy that
We
found her
can't
said the door
turn
was
this
open
into a
and
joke.
said that he told the squad that he thinks she was murdered.
So
Who?
We'll get.
I don't see blood from her.
Okay.
So that might not be from her.
What?
Who knows? That's police work, man. I don't mean to overstep.
No, you're good.
Oh, this man left bleeding. He came in healthy.
Yeah.
While the blood
Guys,
and
it's
hair
okay,
beneath
it's
Sheila's
ketchup.
fingernails
Nah, it's not
certainly
ketchup.
raised suspicions, investigators still refuse to
It ain't
rule out the
ketchup.
possibility
This
of
is
this
real,
being
okay?
self-inflicted.
This
But
is
before
real,
they send
Baba.
Sheila's body for autopsy, there's still something that doesn't sit right with them.
What's
They're
happening?
baffled by how certain the victim's brother, Daryl, seemed that his sister had been assaulted before paramedics had even suggested that possibility. And with
Oh,
that
so
statement
now he's a
alone,
suspect.
He has unknowingly
Of
made
course.
himself their first
He's
suspect.
a
So they
suspect.
decide to ask him a few questions.
It's her brother. He
Hey,
might
sir.
have motive.
I mean, obviously not great. I'm Officer Moore, Fairfax Police Department. When's the last time that you do you know? Yesterday. Do you
Yesterday.
know what time about, or we talked? Did you talk to her or see her?
I seen her, and actually, 7:09 p.m.
Oh man.
is the last message I got from her.
Was there anything? Was she struggling with anything?
No.
I mean, mentally, physically?
No,
Nothing at all.
she's pretty
Okay, so you made a comment to these guys when they
This
first got
man
here
is
that you thought
disturbed.
she
Who was
well,
the
she
killer
laying
in
on the
this
bed,
video?
we were
I feel
legs
like it
spread,
was
and it
the
looked like there was
brother
blood,
with the
and
long hair. I will
her
show
head
you
was-
that brother, you know,
had
because
stuff
he
on
was
top of her,
smiling
like, someone
around
tried to
and
smother
just
her. And she
talking about
looked like they
monsters
ripped
and
her
all that.
thing
Someone
open.
just
I
died,
yelled at
nigga.
her.
Your neighbor just died.
And I didn't see no movement from her whatsoever.
You know,
I just turned
so
around
it's
and
really
walked out.
disturbing that
like,
something like this is entertaining
Interestingly,
to other people.
Daryl never mentions performing CPR. And while police now know it likely wouldn't have saved Sheila, that's not something Daryl would have known for sure. And right here comes the second lucky break for the teen killer. Because every good murder needs a fall guy.
Yeah.
And the police have just taken the bait with
They have
Daryl.
created their own fall
Shortly
guy.
afterwards, Daryl's interview wraps up, the scene is secured, and officers return to the station to await the autopsy results. But as investigators leave the house, they would overlook a crucial piece of evidence.
What?
Lying beneath Sheila Tenpenny's body was a men's wristwatch, a seemingly insignificant detail that would later become one of the key pieces of evidence used to solve the entire case.
Man, she fought hard, man.
1 week passes.
She
and
wouldn't
then
let
comes
her
the
killer
update.
just get inside her house and then walk out just like that. No way. You know, so she made a decision that I'm going to fight, man.
Investigators have
And
been waiting
it might
for.
have like
The forensic and
solved her
DNA
own
results
man,
arrived,
which is crazy.
completely overturning their initial assumptions. Investigators determined that Sheila Tenpenny had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck
Blunt
before
force
ultimately
trauma.
being strangled to death. But they also confirmed something crucial. Sheila had managed to fight back. On her hands and beneath her
Yeah.
fingernails are traces of blood
It was a
and
strong
tufts of hair,
fight, man.
DNA belonging to an unknown male. With these disturbing findings, there is no longer any question. This is a homicide.
It's a straight up homicide.
So early Monday morning, officers...
Oh my god, I need to fix my positioning. I don't know how I'm supposed to sit, but I am just far from the camera, which is... It's driving me insane, dog. Okay, I feel like I'm fine like this. Yeah, like this, I'm cooking. Okay, let's go back then.
returned to the neighborhood, going door to door in search of anyone Sheila may have wronged, and anyone with fresh defensive wounds. But in reality, the detectives couldn't be more off track. While the young killer quietly brags about the murder online, growing more confident...
This one was a
The
fighter!
victim had absolutely no enemies.
This
And as
fucking
police begin
imbecile.
surveying the neighborhood, they have no idea which interaction will bring them face to face with Sheila's killer.
Oh my god.
So you're one of the trusted family members. What we're doing is getting elimination DNA from anybody we talk to, as long as you're willing. Thank you very much. And then how about your hand? Just let me double check your hands. I know you work with them on the other side.
Oh man, they're going to
Yeah, that's great.
overlook a lot of things here.
Got a lead or anything? There's a lot going on, I'll say.
I swear
so
there's
this is
no
part of the
other
process.
place in the world that has more like crime documentaries than America. It's impossible.
Find that fool,
yes,
and he needs to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capital punishment.
Well, I wish we did that more often, to be honest with you. So.
I mean, you know, if he gets out, he's gonna do it again. You can't.
You can't let him,
that.
yeah.
Don't fix that.
You can't let him get out, man.
Okay, you're good there. I'm gonna come up here soon. I know this is a pain in the ass, man, but I definitely appreciate it.
So you guys think this is a random thing, or?
No.
I want to say no. I do.
Well,
but
from what I've heard, you know, a guy down in that new house over there, and a couple others. I've been out here having my cigarette.
Sure.
I hear, I think the brother did it. And they're going to arrest him in a couple, 3 days. I'm like, what?
You think the brother did it, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh my god.
Any reason why they think that?
I don't know. That's just
This innocent man just caught a straight bullet.
After speaking with more than a dozen people, officers uncover a major new rumor. Many in the village suspect Sheila's own brother,
Had killed her.
Daryl, is responsible. With this as their own
Now they're going to
lead,
try and
another
look for a
team of officers
motive
led by
that
Special
doesn't
Agent
even
Richard
exist.
Ward makes a surprise visit to Daryl's house, less than a mile away. And for the actual killer, the plan appears to be working even better than he imagined.
Yeah.
Suspicion has successfully shifted onto Sheila's own family member, pulling detectives completely off his trail as they begin focusing in on Daryl.
They are
For now,
totally
though,
off,
officers
man.
have just arrived at Daryl's house, where it would soon become clear just how lucky the kid got and why Daryl makes the perfect fall guy.
I'm still getting over the loss of my mother, and I have
I know.
not
I know, Daryl.
straightened anything out.
and now this. Now I got more to deal with.
Whoa, you weren't lying.
And
But would this man kill his own sister, then call the police about it just to inform them? I don't think he would, you know. So the fact that he called the police, it means he was speaking or he's stemming from solid grounds. It's genuine concern. He called the cops so they can find out what happened about his sister or to his sister. I cannot call the police just to investigate myself.
Well, these are right here, all these boxes. Where do you hang out at?
in here.
Oh. Hey, I need to ask you a favor. Remember I got you swabs? I need you one more thing. Could you just show me your shirt, underneath your shirt, that you don't, I just want to make sure, I want to satisfy. Satisfy myself. I don't think you'd ever hurt anybody.
No, especially my sister.
Okay, throw your shit back on. So you have any idea when the funeral's gonna be?
Well, we don't have.
They won't release the body yet?
I don't know. Nobody's contacted us. I'll call
Like, this man has not even received information about what happened to his own sister because they fear that he's a suspect, and if they let out more about the investigation, they are not going to catch him. So imagine sitting here not knowing when they're even going to release your sister's body. They ask him, is there going to be a funeral? I don't know. He's like, how am I supposed to know how things are going? I'm left in the dark.
We are okay with
This is
that
so
because
painful.
we want this person caught. Right.
Suffice it to say, Detective Ward is taken aback by Daryl's unusual living situation, but still no scratches. And so the investigation takes a step back. There is seemingly no one they can tie to the murder. No enemies, no leads, nothing. But that's because they're looking at this crime completely the wrong way.
Oh man.
With the
They are looking
investigation
for
at a
motive
standstill,
instead of
officers
a
canvassing
crazy
the area
solution.
continue knocking on doors until they reach the neighbor
Wonder.
directly across the street, just 50 feet from the
Yeah,
victim's
Pindangi
home.
too bad.
It's one of the homes where no one answered earlier, and as they approach the front
I'm
door,
gonna get
the
myself a dead
homeowner,
boot.
Rebecca, steps outside, unaware that in the next few minutes, her life is about to be turned upside down.
So I don't know when it actually happened. I know that we saw like the trucks on or cars or whatever on Sunday. So and actually Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. We had to run to the ER because my son, the cat, I guess, was sleeping on his face, and they startled each other in the dark.
Oh man!
And it scratched him, and so we were worried that it could be bad or infected. And so
Is that a cover?
it wasn't a big deal, but it was just like traumatizing, and I was like, everybody get in the car.
Just a few feet away,
That's a cover.
13-year-old Levi Cart looks through the living room window and notices his mother speaking with police officers.
Yeah, it is a cover.
He pauses the YouTube video he was watching, runs up to his room, and locks the door. Back outside, officers begin piecing things together. The boy with fresh scratches across his body could very well be tied to Sheila's
How can
murder.
they even
In a few
say
moments,
something like that as
detectives will
parents?
step inside to follow up on this lead. But what they will soon find will defy their expectations. But before we get to that, it's worth noting that covering stories like this, you've realized just how much people are forced to carry.
This is
Fear,
bad.
trauma, even the day-to-day burden of surviving. And sometimes that weight shows up in other ways too, like debt. Do you feel crushed by debt? Those high You're just 30 seconds away from starting to get out of debt. That's pdsdebt.com/insanity. With that said, let's get back to the scene, where detectives are about to go inside Rebecca's house. Unknown to them, what they are about to find inside will be nothing like they expect.
Do you care if we come in, or you want them to come? Okay.
The only reason we're outside is because I was feeling stressed out. All right, I do think you.
This mom knows that something happened and her kids are involved.
Hey
She knows.
Hello. Do you wanna come back here or no? I haven't been really transparent about what happened across the street, and people who are investigating are talking
What?
to everybody, and they just want me to talk to everybody who lives. Hey bud, can I talk to you? Do you want to talk in the living room or do you want to talk in your room? There are people who are here to talk about.
He better talk.
I know, what game are you playing over there?
You know, he doesn't get the luxury to
yes.
speak. No, he doesn't get that. He needs to move his ass.
He's cap cutting.
Oh, editing.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
That's cool.
Now you are Hunter. Hunter.
Do you want to come sit down?
Yeah.
Naturally, this is not the suspect the detectives were hoping to see. As 13-year-old Hunter Cart enters the room. Realizing
looks
they may
like
have
a
jumped to
menace.
conclusions, the detectives still begin to question the boy. Perhaps he knows something after all.
So we're with the Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and we're just talking to people to see if they might have heard or seen anything unusual that happened over the weekend.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry?
Why don't you stop me there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is
My
this a
brother
lasting
got
mess?
into an injury and he had to go to the ER.
Yeah,
I got
that's what
really
we heard.
sick and started vomiting and stuff.
Which brother?
So
How are you feeling?
That
Getting better?
A lot better. But
That's good.
that whole day was just kind of a blur for everybody. Unless it's something that happened a long time ago that's memorable. It's not really something I remember unless it is really, really brought up.
Although Hunter is unable to provide any new details, he seems fairly cooperative and willing to help. His twin brother Levi, on the other
These
hand,
cops
is
don't know the
still
difference
in his
between
room,
cooperative
refusing
and
to
just
come out.
speaking.
Earlier, their mother had mentioned Levi was editing Dexter, a crime drama centered around a
Yeah,
vigilante
around
serial
murder.
killer, a show both detectives are all too familiar with. And it's here that detectives would begin to realize their initial hunch about Rebecca's sons may not have been a coincidence after all.
It's usually never quick, but that's actually
Hey, Louis.
pretty quick.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Louis?
Oh, you're coming out now?
What you editing?
I was editing Dexter.
Of course he's a murderer.
He likes to make
Dexter,
TikTok videos.
editing, posting, social media interest. He is he fits the image or the
We
profile.
both startled each other because my bed was right there.
Yeah, his bed was out here
and
until
all the lights were off.
Oh, okay.
So we've been knowing for a while that we needed to
Stop bullshitting, man.
saying that for
I know.
a long
I
time.
felt so guilty because I had
So
You gotta stop
us moving,
bullshitting.
I mean, everybody knows that cats just are awkward. So us moving, Marshmallow being weird because we're moving, and
Is Marshmallow the cat?
yes, and we had a
Kill him with
like a high step
kindness.
for
That's
them.
what they're doing here.
And they
Kill him with
really,
kindness. Like we smile with him
tapped it up, so that's
for
also
long
part of
enough
the
for him to
So, yeah,
let his
me
guard
and
down,
him
and then we
just
strike.
randomly saw each other. He scraped me on the neck. I'm not sure if you can see.
No,
it.
okay. Where else did you get it?
Yeah.
He kind of scraped me on my face a little bit.
5.
And then mainly my nose. And
Yeah,
I was
the nose
trying
was
to
the
clean
scary
I
one.
was
Yeah.
trying to clean myself up.
Yeah,
it was
5
like-
stitches.
It was
5
pretty
stitches.
Pretty deep.
Oh, she fought for her damn life.
Goes there.
5
We
stitches.
went back to the house after.
That's a really bad
we got
injury,
out of the
man.
doctor, and then that's when we saw the ambulances. I don't know. A lot of it's a blur because I tried to clean myself up, so I was distracted in the shower.
Okay.
Interestingly,
lying, man.
both brothers used the
Stop
same
lying.
word, blur, when recalling the incident. And while traumatic events, even
man.
something like death of a neighbor, can affect memory, what catches officers' attention far more is the way Levi seems to over-explain what happened. He claims the deep scratches came from a fight with a house cat, something officers find difficult to believe given the severity of the wounds. So, with this in mind, detectives believe that despite their young age, the brothers have given them enough probable cause to take the next step.
Man.
The detectives ask to speak with Rebecca outside for a moment, where they request permission to collect DNA from both of her sons. Without much hesitation, she agrees. But when the three of them return, one of the brothers would have a very different reaction to being tested.
Do you mind if I come? I can explain it to you.
Yeah,
So it's pretty.
he's feeling a little overwhelmed by this.
Yeah, I just feel like I've been to enough doctors recently. I don't want to.
So have you seen any like?
You've
crime
been
shows
to
or
enough
anything,
doctors
how
because
we
of
gotta do our
why?
job? The medical stuff's a little different than the law enforcement stuff. But I don't know if she explained to you, but we're just going to swab your cheek, and it's not going to go into any database or anything, but we're going to compare it against stuff that we have.
He knows
That
his
makes
code.
sense. And it will take.
He knows his
Do I
code.
have
His
to
head
do
cheek.
it?
You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
But obviously, we're asking everybody on the
Do
street.
I have to do
and,
it?
it would be
Niggas
super
checking if I can just say no.
Alright.
helpful. Okay.
You can't say no, buddy.
And you're Levi, right? Or you go by
Lewis.
Lewis?
Go by Lewis.
Lewis? Okay.
You can't say
Will
no.
it be easier if you sit down for your legs?
This is your brother's house. We are giving her the DNA.
You're making him go in the hot
I can be the guinea pig too. It's whatever.
Of course I did.
Nah, they could have just taken his
The
DNA and
detectives
left.
proceed to take DNA swabs from both brothers, though Hunter and Rebecca are clearly far more willing to cooperate than Levi. But what one of the brothers doesn't seem to realize is that the more he talks, the more the Cart brothers begin to look less like witnesses and more like suspects.
Lewis has a few scars on his back, but it's just from the surgery. Yeah, because my.
Oh, sick.
Oh yeah, you could show them.
Sorry.
Sick!
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks pretty
Sick!
minimally invasive.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's not a snitch. He just revealed brand new information. I swear he's not a snitch. He just revealed brand new information unknown to the cops. You know, because they were like, nah, he just has scars on his face, on his nose, got stitches, not the back. How does a cat scratch you on your face, then on your back?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago.
I have more scars than that,
Yeah, it
so.
didn't look like that. Yeah.
Sorry,
Very good.
I keep mentioning things
We
that
had a
you don't
good
mention
surgeon.
without your permission.
He knows he
Yeah,
did something.
Dr. Stevenson. It's where they go in and they.
Oh my god, the other brother is looking at him like, you know what, G? I'm cooking you right now. He knows that he's selling him out. He knows that this is a setup, and he just wants to make this in a way that doesn't affect their relationship. You can tell that he's trying to let the police know that there's something that's definitely going on between me and my brother. There's someone between us who's a killer, and you just can tell. This man was sitting in the TV, maybe he's watching Call of Duty or whatever. The other one is editing text.
Test each nerve root that links
There's
to
a huge
your
difference.
What do you guys suspect, or what do you guys know about what happened?
Well, I can tell you this. It shouldn't have happened. And we need to figure out why it happened so that, hopefully we can keep it from happening again. Because we'd hate to miss some evidence. And if you've watched any TV, we don't want to be those cops that forgot to do this or look into that.
We have watched plenty.
You know what I mean?
They love watching the true crimes.
It's kind of like TV,
my brother.
but it's a lot differently.
Yeah.
Me and my brother, especially my brother, know a lot. I would say, definitely my brother knows a lot about.
Oh my God!
police in
He
general.
keeps sending him
He
up.
wants to go into the Marines when he gets older.
Nice.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
That's cool.
recruitment.
The Marines.
Everybody's looking for.
The Marines.
I mean,
Those are hard spots to fill anymore.
Excuse-moi.
Yeah, there's a spot for everybody, in my opinion.
Me and Lewis have both agreed that him especially is a lot more mature than most kids our age.
Oh, so you can handle this news.
You guys are handling it pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Strangely, Hunter continues offering interesting details without being prompted, insisting that the teen brothers are far more mature than most kids their age. And when he brings up Levi's injuries, Levi becomes visibly uncomfortable, giving his brother a long, chilling stare. By the end of the interview, the twins no longer seem like ordinary kids to the detectives.
Yeah, they seem
Their
like
fascination with
suspects.
true crime, gory shows like Dexter, foggy memory, and, of course, the hard-to-explain cat scratches on Levi all point towards something deeply unsettling. With the DNA collected, investigators return to the station to brief the
I'm
sergeant
sure
on
they
everything
were
they've
running
uncovered.
to the labs.
Now all they can do is wait
You
for the DNA results from
sprint to the
Daryl,
labs
the
in
Kurt
such
twins, and
cases.
several neighbors and family friends to come back the following day. Still believing a deranged killer may be at work, investigators know that until he or they are caught, no one in this quiet
It's
village is truly safe. The next day, the DNA results finally come in, and investigators are stunned.
Do we have a
Both
match?
of Rebecca's sons are a match, but
Oh,
that
they
doesn't
are
necessarily mean
twins.
they were
They
both
are
at the scene. According to the
twins.
forensic analyst, the lab cannot tell Levi's DNA apart from Hunter's because identical twins share the same STR markers. Needless to say, investigators are now facing an extraordinarily rare problem. But even with these findings, detectives struggle to process the facts that the suspects are only 13 years old.
It's
Not only would they
crazy,
have to be
man.
deeply disturbed, but they would also need the physical strength to carry out a crime this violent. Then again, their age could also work in the investigators' favor. Teenagers are more likely to slip up, confess to friends or family, or leave evidence of their actions somewhere online. The problem is, detectives have enough probable cause for a search warrant, but not enough to formally detain Rebecca or either brother, something they absolutely cannot let the family realize. Nevertheless, they return to the family home, hoping they can persuade Rebecca to bring her sons to the station, allowing investigators to begin searching the house the moment they leave. But the situation is incredibly delicate. One wrong move could spook the family and shut down the entire investigation.
Hello, back
Hi, we're back. Yeah.
How are you? You left your keys in the door.
We just walked in the house. Do you need to come in? What's going on?
Yeah, that'd be great. We have a couple things to talk about.
Okay.
Oh my God, I feel for Rebecca, man.
Hi, guys.
And
Just
the
sat
other
down.
two brothers.
What'd you guys get?
Once
maybe,
something
or-
like this happens,
So,
you're just going to live with it.
Are all three of you here?
Are all three of you here? Yeah.
And this shows that it's a body cam from
I need to be
2025.
nervous? It's making me feel nervous.
Relax, you're okay.
You're good, yeah. You want to take a seat
Yeah.
somewhere?
Oh man, they were about to even have dinner. Now that's something to talk about over the meal.
I'm gonna go sit down so it's a little less weird.
Yeah, come on in. Just relax.
Yeah, you guys are good.
Okay.
You know, they'd be sitting there eating and they'd be
You guys
like,
wanna sit down
okay,
here?
now
You
tell
feel
me
more
about the
comfortable?
moment you met a woman.
Did you get keys too?
Yes, we literally just walked in the door.
We need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department. Just we have a better area to talk.
Yeah.
So if you guys want, let's put some shoes and socks on, maybe a coat, and then we'll head that way.
Clearly, detectives didn't arrive with a strong plan and are instead relying heavily on improvisation.
Yeah.
Somehow, though, despite not having their answers fully prepared, they appear to be succeeding in getting the family to the station voluntarily. But that can only work for so long before someone catches on.
Do
He's
we need
definitely
to be getting lawyers or something? I'm feeling nervous about this. I don't.
Ma'am, you should definitely call a lawyer, but it's not necessary in this case, knowing how expensive they are in America. You can't call a lawyer for a murder. Just let the boys go into jail. Just let him rot in jail.
You don't have to do anything, I suppose.
Right. Okay.
She's confused, man. I really hate this.
We could. How about we get there? We can explain kind of what's going on, give you some more info, and you can
This
always.
is so unfair to her.
Well, do you want
Have
to
us
explain
explain
what's
some
going
more.
on before we head out there? And
Do you mind if we do that outside?
Sure. You guys want to wait a second? Is that what you mean?
How can you leave the other twin brother?
If possible.
Okay.
We need to go over some things in the neighborhood with you, ma'am. If we could go back to fifth so we don't have to sit in the rain.
Yeah.
And we got some pictures I want to show you, and I'll show you and your sons. And there's a bunch of stuff we want to talk to you about. So.
Just tell them it's an investigation.
Are we
They're
under suspicion for
suspects.
something?
Yeah,
We
don't
just
lie.
want to talk to you.
Don't
I think
lie.
You guys could help us clear a lot of things up around here. So,
Okay.
all right, let's go.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
And he'll ride with you. Okay, that works. Before we get in, I just got to make sure there's nothing on you. It's going to stick me, poke me, cut me. Yep. All right, actually, if you want to step over there to him right there. All right, you can just have a seat right there for me. All right, do you have to put this on you for the whole 3 blocks we're on?
You probably will put it, so. I mean, but there's nothing that we can't talk about.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I.
Well, very, very unexpected.
Oh my days, chat, I would be taking. Spaghetti. Cash send right now. Oh my god. Let me check my Capitec. Nibuya njengoba senikhuluma ngathi anibuyi. Oh man. A cash sign right now would be really fire, but I feel like I'm broke. Yeah, definitely not. Thumela ekhadini lakagogo ya, thumela ekhadini likagogo. That's solid. Oh my god.
My anxiety levels went through the roof.
Oh. I don't know why there's so many, like, police vehicles either.
Yeah, that's definitely what scared me. Seeing all the cops immediately
like-
pull up, like one person's there, didn't see that got pulled up, and then
I was just
cop
like,
pulled up.
why are they? What's the reason
I'm
for
sure
that?
I don't know. Maybe it's an intimidation tactic.
I guess, but what?
I don't know why
are
they
they
would
trying to
intimidate us.
intimidate us? Right.
Miraculously, despite the detective's sloppy handling of the situation and Rebecca's growing skepticism, they still managed to convince the family to come to the station. For now, they've purposely kept the twins together, hoping the cameras might catch something incriminating. But the brothers have seen this tactic before and say nothing, foolishly convinced they're outsmarting the police. Investigators have also just confiscated their phones and obtained house keys from Rebecca, allowing them to begin searching the home for any evidence tying the boys to the crime. But despite these small victories, this is where detectives would face a major reality check about their strategy. Upon arriving at the station, the twins are quietly escorted through a separate entrance and separated from their mother. The twins don't seem particularly worried, calmly following detectives into the interrogation rooms. But for Rebecca, the situation is very different. Because the moment she's finally informed that her sons are about to be questioned without her present, all hell breaks loose.
I don't want food. I want to get us our lawyer and have my children stop being questioned without a lawyer present immediately.
Okay.
So let's make that happen.
I don't know who's doing what where.
Nope, but I can
Yep.
go get that figured out for you. It needs to happen right now.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll go today.
I got it.
Then my slippers, we
this
just
is
got
so
home from the
disturbing.
doctor's office.
Those
and
look
chains.
so comfy.
They are comfy. Yeah.
Amazon?
Not, yeah.
I find these things on Amazon. People are so against it.
Really, I know you're being friendly. I need to know my children. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna
Why are
question.
you trying to push small talk?
didn't let
What
us know if
the
you're
fuck,
being
officer?
You're not being detained. You're free to go.
No, you didn't let us know that you were detaining my children.
Yeah,
They're free to leave.
they
You did
lied.
not. Right now? They're allowed to leave right now.
Let them leave.
Let's go. Right now.
Yeah.
Right now. You said they're allowed to leave. Yes or no?
You cannot take them.
What?
Clearly, this is not how detectives
What?
hoped things would go. Rebecca is
The kids are free. You can take them home right now. And now she cannot leave with her kids. Are you trying to drive this woman and say she'll tell the damn woman that her kids, the DNA that was in the crime scene, it matches their DNA. So we don't know which one is it. Is it them, both of them, or is it one of them? Because they're twins, they share DNA. I think you can clarify that easily.
and not without reason.
Not trying
The
to push
detective
small
just
talk, she's
admitted that
stressed.
the boys are free to leave, yet does nothing when Rebecca demands exactly that. On
Come
top
on.
of that, her phone has been confiscated,
Her
making
phone.
it impossible for her to even call the lawyer.
Her phone has been confiscated. This is something that affects the entire investigation. Whatever that was done here, it was done under duress or whatever, man.
It's here that the risk behind the detective's strategy, or lack thereof, becomes impossible to ignore. The advantage of this approach is that by withholding the real reason the boys are there, detectives limit the information the suspects can tailor their stories to, making contradictions and inconsistencies
More
much easier
apparent,
to
yeah.
catch later. That said, when those suspects are minors and detectives need their mother's cooperation, this
It's really
strategy
hard.
can quickly backfire, undermining trust and damaging the legitimacy of the entire process.
And if they have a lawyer,
Rebecca's
will point
outrage
that
is
out.
only beginning as she storms out of the interrogation room in search of anyone willing to tell her what's really going on.
Are you accusing them of murder?
I am not.
Is that why they're being detained? Because they're under suspicion for murder?
We are questioning to find out if they know any additional details.
How would
about
they
it.
know anything? Unless
don't-
you were accusing them of
I don't
murder
know.
and you think that they
Exactly.
murdered
Like,
someone.
can't they be
I'm
allowed
saying
to speak
this whole
something
charade,
with...
the way we've gone about this and approached it and slowly showed things to me because I've asked questions and not because you were transparent
Yeah.
is not okay. It literally just says we have the ability to search all of your belongings. It doesn't say
For what reason would they want to search the boat?
it says for murder.
Because we're investigating the murder of the neighbor.
Yeah, and my 13-year-olds have not murdered anyone.
Okay, well, we're trying to find further information that was.
You see, this is what's going to drive her crazy, you know, because if they could have told her that, ma'am, yeah, we are sorry to inform you this, but your children's DNA has already been found in the crime scene. it's either you were with them during the murder or one of them was there and the other one was not. We're just trying to clarify who killed who and who is innocent, because if things don't go as easily and as smoothly, both of them are going to jail. At least she will have one, you know, the other one can die in prison. Whatever, man. It would be a very, very better
Why am
place.
I not being questioned?
We would love to talk to you if you would be willing to talk.
I'm literally standing here waiting.
Well, we were trying to talk to you, but you want to make phone calls and do all those things. If you'd like to talk, we can talk.
You're well aware. Hey.
What's up?
A lot. And nothing, because they're not telling me anything.
Well, I would assume because
I asked for a lawyer for the boys. He's saying because we talked yesterday.
I'm asking him. Calm down.
Sorry, I'm really worked up.
I know. I understand. I understand. You have every right to be worked up. I'm just trying to sort it out.
All right, I'll let you do
So
your thing.
under what grounds are they being questioned? What prompted them?
There was a murder that happened across the street.
I understand that, but what specifically about our boys is causing you guys to bring them to the station for questioning?
Those details I don't know, because those investigators know more about that than I do.
Are you guys bringing in every neighbor to?
We did 25 yesterday. I know myself and another agent.
To the station.
Well, I don't know how many people got brought here. We're also doing a search warrant at the house too. So a judge has granted us
search warrant for her house and who else?
Well, the search warrant is for the house and the vehicle on the property.
Our house and vehicle.
Okay. Were there other search warrants for other
Not that I'm aware
neighbors?
of.
You guys are questioning two 13-year-old boys.
Well, we're not.
What?
Someone is. You're absolutely correct. But I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
This is so
This is why we
infuriating,
need our
dog.
lawyer down here now. We need to make this happen. I don't have a phone. So this needs to happen on your end. Immediately. Whoever we call.
After getting little to no answers from the detectives, the twins' father calls a lawyer, hoping he can intervene. But even with legal counsel now on the way, detectives press forward with the interviews, fully aware of the risk they're taking.
Oh, man.
At the same time, ever since the boys left with the police, a search of their home has been underway, and very soon it will begin yielding crucial evidence for the interrogation.
Such as?
As both brothers wait for their interrogations to begin, it quickly becomes clear that one of them is about to be treated very differently. Because Hunter had been significantly more talkative the day before, detectives opt for a more casual, friendly approach, and even his interrogation room reflects that. Levi, on the other hand, is placed in a cold, cramped room, subjected to the kind of interrogation tactics typically reserved for an adult suspect. Based on the scratch marks alone, detectives strongly suspect Levi is the killer, but there is still nothing ruling out the possibility that Hunter may have helped him, especially after learning that Levi has significant mobility issues. Now, with a lawyer on the way to the station and two furious parents pacing outside, the clock is ticking. So
I'm sure
detectives
they're
split
about
into
to
two
push
groups
him
to
really
question the
hard.
boys simultaneously. And as the questioning begins, Hunter's interview escalates far quicker than expected, because there's something he needs to get off his chest.
Just so you know, I don't feel pressured doing this.
You don't?
Of course I feel a little pressured, but I don't feel like I have to sign those.
Okay.
I just know it's more suspicion is put on me if I don't answer any questions. So.
Yeah, we're here to talk, ask questions, get your story. I know you.
Oh man, this is hard.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't think my brother would be able to do anything like that. But because that day he got scratches on his face, because of that day it all seems like a very wide coincidence. You know, because of course his cat was his face was scratched by a cat. We talked about it, and it certainly looks like Lewis has the coincidences are there.
He figured
At
it out.
this early stage of the interview, Hunter, completely unprompted, begins talking about the scratch wounds, which he believes are the most
figured it
concrete
out.
evidence against his brother. But while he frames it as a coincidence, back at the house, police executing the search warrant notice something that immediately casts doubt on the story. On
What?
Rebecca's bed, they find the family cat, Marshmallow, sitting completely calm. But more importantly, the cat's claws seem far too small to match the injuries on Levi. This information is relayed back to detectives at the station where Hunter and Levi are being interviewed. And while Hunter appears eager to talk, Levi's interview is moving far more slowly as detectives focus on building rapport and choosing their words extremely carefully. So seeing just how much more talkative Hunter is, investigators keep their focus on him for now, hoping he can offer further insight into his brother.
Once you make it to the investigation hall, you're cooked.
He had extra, like, red scratch marks on his face. I mean, that seems obviously suspicious, but like I said, I don't think he could do something like that. I'm gonna keep saying this, but this makes me feel really upset because a lot of evidence is piled up against him, but, like...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys suspect him of anything, but...
Like, even the brother knows that it's cooked. That everything has been done, everything has been put in place. Like, he knows that there are a lot of coincidences in this case, you know? So, man, let the brother go. We know who killed the woman already.
Truly don't believe he could do anything like that. Even though he has all these things.
He's never talked about anything like that with you?
Oh, of course they did talk about it.
Anything like what?
Be specific so that he can give you proper answer.
He gets upset and acting out and just saying things, or, you know.
And everyone, I know some people will be like, he's snitching on his twin, he's a snitch. Bro, he's not being a snitch. He's just putting out information that people didn't know before. He ain't snitching on anybody.
No, like I said, no, he doesn't behave weirdly when triggered. He just doesn't. He's just quiet. It's upsetting for him. Like, he started crying when...
When what?
He got back to this house because he said... He never gave us an explanation as to why he's triggered, but...
He just became triggered.
Interestingly, although Hunter describes the suspicious behavior he's noticed from his brother, he continues to insist that Levi could not actually be responsible for the murder. But detectives can't tell whether his reaction is genuine or part of a calculated effort to...
It's concerning that the mother, the kids, everybody in the family's side hasn't eaten anything. And we don't know how long has it been since they started this investigation, but this kid is unable to take a single bite. He has the food out, everything. He has it close to it. You can tell he wants to eat, but he can't due to the situation.
Distance himself from the crime. At this stage, though, they're fairly certain Levi is the culprit.
I'm really sorry.
It's time to stop speculating and focus on something more concrete. So they turn to a key piece of evidence Hunter can't deny. Something they had kept hidden from the twins. A watch recovered from beneath Sheila's body. One investigators initially dismissed, but now strongly suspect belongs to one of the two boys. And whether he realizes it or not, what he says next would seal their fate.
You recognize that?
That's Lewis's farm. That's Lewis's watch.
Lewis's watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Okay, let me widen it out. That's the picture. What do you think that's a picture of?
Try to take some deep breaths, okay?
We don't have any of those blankets.
Oh, he's really smart. He's really quick.
No, I remember him saying that he lost his watch.
Oh
When
man.
did he say that?
After he got home. Also,
now the realization
he sounded the way he said, "I don't know where my watch is." I don't feel a person could say that. A person say it that way, knowing
what happened.
That they wore their watch if they did that. Are you saying he purposefully hurt?
We don't know what his purpose was. We just
Is
know
there-
he made a mistake.
How would he even do that? He's fucking disabled. How would he sneak out of the house, get into the house, stab somebody?
Okay, what just happened?
Is it true that them? Is that true? Did you find DNA evidence?
We're not gonna. Yeah. So
there's no way
This
he would
just
do that.
escalated really quick.
There's no way. There's no way. If he.
Okay, who the fuck's the killer here?
No way. It's not possible.
Oh man.
There has to be someone who planted evidence. There has to be some misunderstanding.
The utter
At the thought of his own
devastation
brother
and
being responsible for the murder,
realization.
Hunter appears to completely break down. Detectives realize he's now too emotional and overwhelmed to provide any more reliable information, so they decide to end the interview. Despite failing to secure a confession and not fully ruling him out as a suspect, still, they've learned something important. More insight into Levi, and confirmation that his watch was indeed at the scene. But just outside the interrogation room, the boy's parents continue arguing with deputies. And with a lawyer coming to intervene, investigators are running out of time. If they want to secure an admission before the interview is shut down, they know they need to raise the stakes with Levi. So the detectives interviewing him finally move on from building rapport and shift the conversation to the scratches, testing whether his explanation matches the one he gave the day before.
Do you know what we're investigating?
I mean, I know something happened down the street.
Across the street. Right.
In front of me.
Right. A woman was murdered, right? So we're trying to find out what happened.
I mean, I've already talked to FBI investigators. My cat had randomly woke me up with all the lights off, like sitting on my neck. So it like scratched my face. I felt very bloody, obviously. There was a lot of scratches on me. Usually, because of my disability as well, I use like a shower chair.
Yeah.
Because I can't really stand for that long without getting like super fatigued and falling or like walking around for too long. I didn't use the shower chair because I didn't want to make a bunch of noise and make anybody up.
Right.
So
This
I
is
ended
so
up
disturbing.
literally falling,
I'm really shocked at this
and
point.
I fell and like hit my head on the shower hose.
Where'd you hit
Jesus
it?
Christ.
I think like around here, like right here.
New information.
So I don't know.
That caused you to bleed more?
Yes.
Oof.
As Levi once again over-explains the incident, detectives notice he makes a point of emphasizing that the injuries became worse after he slipped in the shower. But something else in Levi's account immediately stands out. After mentioning his medical condition, detectives recall reviewing his records and discovering that Levi has cerebral palsy. This brings the detectives back to an earlier question. Not only is Levi just 13 years old, but his disability raises serious doubts about whether he was even physically capable of carrying out such a violent attack on his own, especially considering Sheila fought back. Investigators know Hunter is physically stronger, has no disability, and shares many of the same interests in true crime as his brother Levi. At this point, detectives are realizing they may have prematurely cleared Hunter, treating him more like a witness than a suspect, and in doing so, may have lost their chance to implicate him. But with the pressure mounting on Levi, this may be the perfect opportunity for him to turn on his brother. And for the first time during his interview, the bond between the twins is about to be truly tested.
We get in like 15 minutes later, Mom starts seeing a bunch of sirens outside, and she opens the window and she's like, "Oh my God, something happened to Denise." And
there's no way he was trying to set up his brother, right?
In like a panicked, weird state, I kind of started feeling emotionally triggered. And when she said there was a bunch of ambulances outside, I like started to freak out even more. I felt even worse because Mom had said that something had happened to Denise, our neighbor, right in front of us. And I started feeling even worse.
This is the only time we talked about
the same
feelings.
night that something happened, or something like that had happened, that that I had an injury of my own.
Although Levi never directly blames his twin brother for the murder, he seems more focused on how bad the situation already looks for him. And as the interview continues, it would only get worse, because detectives begin receiving critical updates from the house search that is still ongoing, and officers have started uncovering disturbing items.
Right.
Inside Levi's bedroom, officers recover a journal containing violent writing and repeated references of wanting to kill someone. They also uncover a growing obsession with serial killers, books, online content, and material saved focused on infamous murderers, and in particular, Ted Bundy.
Who's Ted
Detectives
Bundy?
begin to realize this was far more than just a morbid curiosity. Over time, what began as an interest in true crime had evolved into something far darker for Levi. And now, detectives are left trying to determine whether this interest in violence had consumed them both. Because Levi and Hunter are twins, the blood DNA recovered at the
Oh
scene
my god,
is
I've
consistent
never
with
been
both
so
of them.
confused.
Something detectives
Like, I'm left in the dark, you know, like, did the cat really scratch him and did he fall? Or did the brother that's pretending to be innocent, is he throwing his brother with disabilities under the bus?
choose to intentionally keep from Levi.
no,
Instead, they plan to tell him that the DNA points specifically to him, hoping this pressure will make him crack. But if Levi is the criminal genius he thinks he is, he will easily be able to see through the detective's bluff.
So you said you've never been in Denise's house, never been. Okay. Do you know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
You can't
So
say
we're trying to
with
figure
Dex.
out, and I
He
want you to
does
help
that.
me
He does
explain
DNA.
this.
You
Okay.
like Dex,
Why
so you
your
know
blood would be in Denise's house. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Because I don't know, like, how is it my blood? Like,
how is it your
That's what
blood?
we're trying to find out.
Because I don't know why it would be in my house.
It's
I
not
mean,
in-
her house.
It's not in your house.
That's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're even here right now.
Oh.
Remember we got those swabs from you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we compared that to the blood in the house, and it's not only her blood, it's your blood mixed in with it.
Wow.
Through DNA testing.
I don't know what explanation I could
You
give
definitely
or
know what
even
happened.
come up with.
What?
Would be equivalent to how that would happen.
There's only one person here that knows, and
that's you.
It's you.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because
How?
there's no other
Who
way
do you think is the fool
that
here?
part of you can be in that house without you never being in there.
I can agree with that.
Right? So that's why I just need an explanation as to how. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it.
So what's the time of
You know?
death? Because I feel like that would simplify the chaos. really.
So that's we need to
It would
wrap around
cement
together.
things.
You know?
Can you help me with that?
I can if you help me. I can help you if you help me.
How do I help you?
By telling me the truth.
Yeah.
I told you the truth, though.
Nah.
I don't think you're telling me all the truth.
What? But I'm not lying.
You know, if it was
Well,
the
I
truth,
think
you wouldn't
that's how
need
you
to
hurt.
think that much.
We have your blood
In her house.
and we're trying to figure out
How it got there.
how it got there. That's the bottom line.
In fact, they're not
That's
trying
the
to
bottom
realize
line.
how it got there.
Did
They're
you get
trying
my
to
blood
prove
from somewhere?
how
We didn't, don't
you
need
were
your
there.
blood. We got swabs.
I just mean, like, did somebody put my blood in that house for a reason?
How?
Oh, I don't know.
How
You
would
tell
someone
me,
do
would
that?
they? I didn't put your blood
I don't
there.
have any enemies.
I didn't put your blood there.
He doesn't have
I mean,
any
I'm only
enemies.
13. I don't know why anybody would put my blood.
You know, to show that he's so guilty, he even forgets the fact that he has a twin. You know, right now would be the time to pull out the twin card and be like, my DNA. I mean, I have a twin, you know? So if he overlooks that, I feel like he's cooked.
You know. Is there any more questions you have for me, or like what?
Well, I want to get past it, and we're not getting past it. You don't know, I don't know. So we're not resolving anything.
Well, I'm
He
not sure if
doesn't
we
know
can
how
resolve
cooked
it
he
if I
is,
don't know
man.
and you don't know.
They have the DNA, they have the watch, they have the motive as to why he did this.
You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
I think I disagree with that personally.
What?
Help us explain this.
What do you disagree with about that statement?
I just think that, you know, there's a lot of different types of people in the world.
And then?
There's not monsters and people who commit mistakes.
Well, I'm simplifying things in terms of, you know, a crime, a murder, right? There's two types of people who would commit a murder. There's a monster.
Yeah.
And there's people who
make mistakes.
Like his example of the
carried away.
Well,
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
No.
Still believing he's in control of the situation, Levi never asks for a lawyer or even his mother, and unsurprisingly, fails to catch the detective's bluff about his DNA. But while Levi remains convinced he's outsmarted the police, he has no idea that while the evidence uncovered in
Are they
his
gonna
room
hit
is
him with
already
another
damning
punch?
enough, what detectives are about to find on his phone will destroy any chance of walking free. Because before long, detectives would receive the final and most crucial breakthrough in the investigation.
Oh my god.
After searching the brothers' phones and social media activity,
Imagine going outside and not, because they didn't tell the mother what was happening the entire investigation. Imagine stepping outside and telling the mother that, I'm sorry ma'am, your son killed someone.
it begins
That's
to
the
uncover a
worst
disturbing
case for a
picture.
mother. Like,
just one day after the murder,
the only thing
Levi
your mother,
writes,
your mother wouldn't care if you bombed a bank. Your mother wouldn't care if you stole a car. That's fine, you know. The only thing she would ask of you is, why would you do something like that? But killing someone, oh, your mother is dead too. You killed her inside. Like,
one was a fighter,
you killed her
and detectives
spiritually,
realized
emotionally.
this
So
wasn't
this is a
a
really tough
spur-of-the-moment act. Levi had been planning a murder for months,
For
with
a long
searches
time.
of how to choose the perfect victim, how to strangle someone, and
Oh
how
my-
to defeat a police
Google
interrogation.
searches.
And they would uncover even more evidence tying Levi directly to the scene.
What?
Not only was the watch confirmed to be Levi's, but inside his room, they discovered a shirt covered in Sheila's
In blood.
and gloves matching the ones from the crime scene. Now, even without a full confession, detectives know they have enough evidence to formally charge him. With this, both interrogations finally come to an end, and as a detective steps out to inform the parents that one of their young sons is an alleged killer, all they can do is stand in shock, silently waiting to hear their son's fate.
This is what I was talking about.
This is their dad.
This is what I was
I'm Special Agent Ward.
Like, it even got dark outside, man.
See two of my colleagues here, my other colleague. Now, there's some certain things I'm going to tell you that we have that are bad, okay? All right, that watch that we showed you was under her body.
Oh my god.
What? What? Yes.
Now it's the shocking realization, man.
Okay, I have more things to tell me.
Okay, I don't know what in the world happened. We're not talking to him anymore. I mean, he doesn't want to really talk anymore. I don't know what happened.
You can keep talking.
Well, we have a lot of other evidence too. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world happened.
I don't know.
How would she know, man?
No.
Because that question is just saying that, are you involved in this murder? But like, you see what I'm talking about? This is the difference in all like crimes, you know, and the difference when it comes to murder. Because there's nothing that this woman can do at this point. You know, she's going to live her entire life wondering if she could have stopped this from happening, or she's going to be like blaming herself of what happened and overlooking the Dexter things, the murdering things, and thinking they were, you know, she's going to live a very, very hard life after this. Both the victim's family, the murderer's family, the only person who got what they wanted in this case was the murderer only.
Okay, sorry, what else?
This is so
I'm
great.
not doing this to
I don't think you are.
I'm just trying to do my job, and
I'm in
so
shock.
am I calling.
What happens now?
I'm consulting with the Hamilton County prosecutor.
Boys, whatever you do, never kill anyone for your parents' sake.
Oh my god, oh my god. I know, honey, I know. I know. Okay.
Man, this is hard.
It's not true. I know. Oh god, I feel like such a over being so stressed.
Now look at that. Imagine if a murder can cause a shock like this for both sides of the family. No one won. No family is rejoicing that their son murdered someone else. The other family isn't celebrating that their family member has been murdered by someone else. You know, so either way, everybody lost. They lost the son, they lost a family member. He lost a brother. We lost another Dexter fan, because I'm also a Dexter fan, but I wouldn't go as far as to kill other people. This is the sad day for the fandom. It's a really, really sad day.
After finally learning what
We
their
lost
son
our
had done,
brother.
Levi's
He's in
family
MJ.
are left to come to terms with a devastating reality. With the overwhelming evidence against him, on November 10th, 2025, Levi Cart ultimately pleads guilty to aggravated murder, aggravated burglary, and strangulation in the killing of Sheila Tenpenny. And because of his age, Levi receives the maximum sentence allowed under juvenile law.
man.
He will remain in a juvenile facility until he turns 21, meaning he is expected to be released in 2033. But for Sheila's family,
He's
the
13
outcome
years
still doesn't
old.
feel like justice.
Jesus
Under
fucking Christ.
juvenile sentencing laws, Levi cannot legally remain incarcerated beyond that age. And at Levi's sentencing, the lead investigator warned the court, telling the judge he made a mistake. It was good luck for us that he did, but in the future, is he going to learn from those mistakes? That's what
Yeah.
I'm concerned about. For the detectives involved in the investigation, there remains a terrifying possibility that Sheila was not the end of Levi's
It was
violence,
just
but only
the
the
beginning.
beginning of what he could be capable of. And while this case left Ohio shaken by a killer no one ever expected,
Especially
our
if he
next
looks
case
up to
unfolds
Dexter, we
somewhere
are cooked.
danger is never supposed to reach. Inside St. Vincent North Hospital, more than a dozen gunshots sent patients and doctors into lockdown as
Is this the
SWAT
next
officers
video?
move floor by floor searching for the shooter.
Doors open.
Is this the next video?
This way. That way. Just go that way.
With one person already dead, more than 70 rooms, and a maze of hallways to secure, police are forced into an intense race to stop the gunman before he finds another victim. To watch this exclusive Dr. Insanity episode,
Oh, it's exclusive. Oh man, but that was a very, very good video. I feel like in general that was a very good stream, man. I can definitely keep going. I really should, you know, because as things are right now. Okay, I'll be back, chat. I don't know if oh man. Gosh. Oh, that's a message. Holy crap, Jesus Christ, guacamole. Oh man.